The Atlantic Coast Pipeline has been hotly contested by plenty of landowners. We reported on the open forums, controversy, and even legal action. But today, a different voice is being heard. Young people from around the state took to the Capitol with a message for Virginia's top man in charge. They're our future, and they are gravely concerned about decisions being made in the state today.
And these projects that are being proposed are going to affect us as youth more than they are going to affect people who are making the decisions.
One project in particular that led them to the capital of the Commonwealth was the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. And the Virginia Student Environmental Coalition, many of whom traveled from right here in Hampton Roads, hand-delivered nearly 200 signed letters calling for Governor McAuliffe to withdraw his support for the proposed 550-mile-long pipeline to the Deputy Secretary of Natural Resources. As we've reported, there have been many who have called on Dominion and our state's leadership to do the same.
I think you'll find, especially, Nelson County and Augusta and other areas that there's a lot of things that people are very motivated by.
They've seen maps with lines crisscrossing people's property from state to state and heard from those receiving notices that Dominion would need to do a survey soon.
A lot of our students have actually gone out to tracking sites and seen that firsthand, and so that's a huge motivator to us.
Motivated to step forward and fight what they'll inherit by default.
I feel like that's why we need to show up to the General Assembly. We need to show up to these political processes because we are a generational frontline. And
they're happy with the impact they made today and adamant that they'll continue to work toward better energy policies and decisions on climate change. The students say natural gas pipelines as infrastructure only perpetuate our use of fossil fuels. Meanwhile, Dominion continues their open community forums tomorrow in Augusta County, one of the places where they've had the most opposition along the way.